Yeah, I'm excited to get to bring some things that I've gotten to do with some of the mothers and some of the fathers in person and over some of the virtual retreats that we've done. But it's going to be really exciting to get to meet with you all weekly and really get to build upon the things that we're working on for the whole body, mind, spirit, all parts of ourselves. So utilizing all of these different beautiful modalities to get to in this into the space of, deeper connection with ourselves and a space to also, where we can move through some of those things that pull us back and make us feel more withdrawn, or it's harder to move through some of those emotions and some of those feelings and move it out of our bodies and move the energy. So we're going to get to play with a lot of different things over the next few weeks.
Exciting. Hi, Hannah. Happy New Year.
Hi, Happy New Year.
So this is Renee. I don't know if you've met her or kind of heard, but Pamela had an opportunity to do something else in life and has taken a step back. And now our wonderful Renee Schwan is here to guide us every Thursday with like movement and all the things. But I don't know if you want to tell her a little bit about yourself.
Sure.
Sure, awesome. Oh, wait, me or her?
You
Well, or you can both. Can both.
can both
Renee,
give
you go
it.
first. Renee, you go first.
I have been working with Crystal and Angel Aid, now kind of shifting into Raregivers. We've done a lot of things over the years with working with sensory self-care and how to give back to ourselves when we're offering so much and pouring out so much on a daily basis. How are we able to then replenish our own cups with these little moments of awareness of ourselves and giving back to ourselves in little ways that end up turning into big ways? So my passion for all things well-being for mind, body, spirit has guided me to many different modalities through yoga and tai chi and qigong, different ways of using our breath, different ways of using the guided meditation, and even our own vocal cords and sounding to bring soothing for our bodies, soothing for our minds, our spirits, and pouring back into our well-being in that way. So we'll be exploring all of those things as we go through the weeks together.
Wonderful. Well, I'm excited to be here. I'm probably gonna have to hop off early today because I actually have a therapy appointment. But yeah, I saw the change on the schedule and I'm looking forward to making it this year.
Yay, well, I'm excited to have you here. Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you.
And the movement that we will do is going to be very gentle movement, and there will be levels of levels of the movement. And you always, it's very important to know you always listen to where your body is at every day, every moment. We're going to be in different places depending on what is present for us in those moments. And so the beginning will really offer us a time to check in and just see how we are feeling in our body and how much movement is appropriate and what things I offer might not be appropriate for every body every day. So if you know that something like twisting is not good for you on a certain day, you can just take the deep breaths and imagine the movements in your mind, or do as much in your body as you can. So we won't always be doing everything focused around movement. It'll probably be incorporating some gentle movement with other things like guided meditation, and also the different ways that we use our breath and our vocal cords. So just know that it's always an invitation to what feels good for you and what you're able to do in each moment. So today our main focus is going to be on tuning into a part of our nervous system and the main nerve of that nervous system called the vagus nerve, which runs from the brain and down through the trunk of the body into the lower part of the digestive tract and the lower region of the trunk of the core of the body. And this nerve and this nervous system helps us move from those moments when we are in fight and flight or freeze, when we have a lot happening in the mental part of the body, and the rest of the body is also going through that response. And so it sometimes when life is offering us a lot of different challenges, it's more challenging for the body to shift from that fight, flight, freeze back into what we call the parasympathetic, which is where our bodies are in that relaxed rest and digest stage. So these are different techniques that we're going to move through today that are going to be little tools that you'll have when you get in those moments when there might be a feeling of overwhelm, or if you just need to wind down at the end of a day, or you have a few moments to give yourself to check back in and offer the body those moments of rest. So we're going to begin with a bit of meditation, a guided meditation. So if you want to find a comfortable seat, make sure your body isn't having to stress or strain. And if you feel comfortable, yeah, you can let the video go off. You can let your eyes close down and just take a moment to notice your vessel. Notice your vessel. Notice the points of your body that are connecting you to whatever you're sitting on. Feel your back relax, your pelvis sink in a little deeper. Notice if your feet are touching the ground. And just take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then again, breathing in slowly, deep through the nose. Guide the breath as deep into the lungs as you are able. And then with the exhale, blowing it out slowly through the mouth, as though you were blowing out candles. I'm just going to continue with this rhythmic breath, opening up the lungs with each inhale and slowing down the breath with the exhale. So feel the breath through the nostrils. Feel the space of the back of the throat. And try to guide your breath deeper than the upper chest. Try to feel the belly begin to expand and the navel point pressing outward and the expansion of the rib cage all the way up through the chest and collarbones as you breathe in. And the exhale, as you blow it out through the mouth, can you start to feel your exhale grow longer in length than your inhale? So you might even begin to count slowly when you're breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how many counts your inhale is. And then a slight pause at the top of your breath. Begin to then exhale out and count the exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe you can start to explore the exhale being at least 2 or more counts longer than your inhale. The more you squeeze out the stale breath, the more space you create for the next in-breath. Continue to count the breath if it helps you stay focused on your breathing. And notice the rhythm of the breath. Notice the spaciousness of the breath. And as you're feeling your inhales and exhales, move energy in your body. The inhale guiding fresh oxygen. The exhale releasing stale breath, stale energy. As we slow down the breath, we slow down the heart rate. We send the signals back to the brain to relax. So start to feel now as you continue this breathing in and out, focusing on those longer exhales. Observe your body now, in this moment. Notice the sensation of the hips sinking into whatever you're sitting on. Notice how the legs feel. Oh, excuse me. Notice your shoulders, the sides of your neck and throat. Notice the belly expanding, the ribs expanding, the chest expanding with the inhale. As the breath softens out, relax the muscles around the torso and soften through your face. Continue to keep the mind present, focusing on the breath. Perhaps you're even slowly keeping the count as you listen to my voice. Counting slowly your in-breath, holding at the top, and then counting slowly the longer exhale. And if you catch the mind drift and wander to another thought, to a time and place outside of this moment, gently, lovingly guide your focus back to your breath, to your body. Starting again, maybe with the count of the breath. Noticing what in the body might be gripping or holding. And if you can locate any areas of tension, let your mind stay with those parts of the body for a moment as you breathe slowly, with the intention of inviting these parts of the body to unclench, to relax and to soften. And taking slower breaths, staying in this awareness. Awareness of the breath. Awareness of what's present in the vessel, in the body. And even noticing the presence, the awareness of the mind. Noticing what is here, what is present without judgment, without any criticism. Just noticing if the mind wants to wander or if it settles in to the present moment. Staying aware of the breath. Staying aware of the energy in the body. So now as you feel your breath, the lungs might have expanded a bit. The rhythm of the breath might have grown even longer, deeper. If the counting has fallen away, invite it back now for a moment, counting the inhalation, seeing how deep of an in-breath you can draw in. And then a slight moment of pause at the top of the breath. And exhale, counting the exhale, attempting to press the breath out for 2 or more counts longer than the inhale. Exploring that now and feeling after this bit of time, this bit of shift in awareness and attention to breath. How does the body feel? Tuning in again to those same points of the seat. How is the hips and the legs and the feet feeling? The shoulders and the sides of the neck. And the face. Give yourself one more mindful breath, counting the inhale, counting the exhale. And then maintain a slow rhythm to your breath, but you can let go of the count. Take notice once again of your body. And maybe allow a gentle stretch to happen as you reawaken through the limbs a bit. Maybe stretch the arms out or up, or just moving through fingers and toes. And when you're ready, you can slowly blink the eyes open if you haven't already. Maybe coming back when you're ready to your screen. Move my hair out of the way so we can move into our next bit of movement through self-massage. So one of the areas that we carry a bit of tension is in the space where the main part of our vagus nerve runs from the back of our ear down the side of our neck. It actually is right at that edge there, and then it's moving down through the trunk and into the digestive tract. But when we offer massage to this part of the body, from that little notch in the back of the ear and all the way down, also taking the palm behind, just kind of wrapping it forward. So you can kind of play with that a little bit, noticing any sensitivities that you might have and just allowing the pressure that feels appropriate for you. You can wrap your fingers behind and then kind of press your palms into the side of the neck. And at first, just maybe feel a little pushing of the palm, a little circling of the palm. Just noticing how that feels. And then we're going to pull forward and down and just let that come all the way down through the collarbone. And do that a few times. Come from behind the back of the neck, pull down the sides of the neck and all the way through the collarbone. And just noticing how you can also go out a little bit to the sides of the shoulders and pull forward to the back of the neck. And just keep that going. A few more times. You might even feel how a little heat is building. And this gentle bit of self-massage is bringing your focus to your body. But try to let your whole focus be on just pulling down and outward to the throat and the neck. And then we're going to take the fingertips right behind the back of the ear. And in that space where you can lift your chin and start to feel the sides of the neck here and that little groove behind the back of the ear. And then just take the fingers and drag down. And keep lifting the chin up as you pull the fingers down. And then draw the chin forward and down. You're going to take the palms and just cup the back of the head, but bring the thumbs so that they're right at those notches. And the rest of the hands are just cupping behind the back of the head. So you can pull the elbows forward and just gently draw the chin in and down. And then with your thumbs, you're just gently pressing in to the side of the neck. And then bring that up and open the elbows back. Keep pressing the thumbs lightly into the side of the neck and open the throat and lean gently back. Just feel that little stretch through the throat, through the sides of the neck. And then gently come back through center. So we already can feel maybe a little bit more energy, a little bit more open through this area. We're going to move into exploring sound and how our own vocal cords can work together with this gentle self-massage to calm the mind, to release all of that chatter that might be going on in the mind, and to tune into the body, and to use our own vocal cords to bring a soothing, gentle calm to the body. So our vagus nerve actually runs through our inner ear, and it is connected to our vocal cords. So we're going to play with some humming of our exhales while we keep our fingers just gently in this space on the sides of the neck and throat. So you can kind of find whatever feels comfortable for you to rest the palms there. And then just feel how the shoulders draw down. And you can let your eyes be open or closed here, but we're just going to take slow inhales. And the exhale is going to hum. And we're trying to create that humming sound for as long as we can with the exhale. So we breathe in slow and we breathe out. And you can feel, continue at your own pace. I'm just going to keep talking, but you're going to keep breathing in and exhaling out with your hum sound. Each exhale, you're trying to hum out a little bit longer. And you might feel the vibration that you can feel in your palms. Feel that warmth in your palms. And just imagine sending that soothing energy all the way down through your vessel. So feel it moving down through the trunk of the body, down through the seat of the body, through all the internal organs. And feel that vibration and hum of your own exhale swirling over the muscles of the head and down all the way into the feet. Just keep breathing in and hum. And you might notice how the hum actually helps you slow down the breath. And the oxygen then leaves the body slower, allowing it more time to circulate through the body. Slowing down the heart rate, which also helps release the release of cortisol in the body, which is the chemical that's released when we are in that fight or flight mode. So if we've had a moment of high stress, we can always take a breath and hum out the exhale to offer our body a little bit of counter energy to that stress. And this is something you can do anywhere because you can hum and actually let the hum come out. But if you try it again now, you can try it with the same intention, but hear the hum only in your mind. So if you're out and about somewhere and you can't just hum out your exhale, or you don't feel comfortable humming out your exhale, you can do this silently in the mind and get the same effect. And even just taking the hands and placing them here on the neck will invite a calming response for your body and the pressure of the arms on the chest. So try it a few rounds, breathing in and letting that exhale come out, and imagine the hum in the mind and still feel how it slows down the breath. And this is actually a type of breathing that we use in yoga often to slow down the breathing, to slow down the breath, because it starts to teach us how to use the muscles in our throat to control our breath, to breathe in slower, to breathe in deeper. So explore that a couple more rounds. And you might even start to hear a little bit of an oceanic sound as you're imagining that hum coming out. You might even hear the sound of your breath, which is also very soothing and grounding and calming for the body. So let's play with that for another round. And you can let the hands gently release. And just notice how this region feels. You might feel a little more lightness, a little more open, a little softer through the shoulders and neck. Just noticing your whole body's response to all of that. And we're going to move into some gentle movement. Now, Phyllis, I remember from the last time I was with you at the ranch that doing a lot of twisting and that kind of movement isn't always the best for you right now. Is that still correct? Oh, you're have to unmute yourself.
I've recovered a lot because I'm swimming 3 times a week.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to just go ahead and move through the really gentle things that I had planned for us today, and you just take it at the pace that feels right for you.
Okay.
So we're going to start with some seated twists. So you're already in a comfortable seat. Do you have space near you to eventually be near the ground if we were to do something on all fours? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to start in a comfortable seat. So you can be in the chair for this first bit. And we're going to just take the arms and reach them out and stretch up. And then the exhale, I'm just going to bring the hands down through the heart. And we're going to keep that going. So with the inhale, we reach out and up. And with the exhale, the hands come through the heart. Do that one more time, following the breath, deep breath, belly, ribs, chest, all the way up. And the exhale, slowly release the breath out. Now we're going to reverse the movement. I'm going to press up with the palms. Inhale. And exhale, press out and down. And then the inhale through the chest and up. And exhale, press out and down. Do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now relaxing your palms for a moment. Just feel your spine nice and upright. Feel the length from your sitting bones all the way through your crown. I'm going to take the arms, reach them out to a T, and then stretch them up towards the sky. Take an inhale and just twisting towards one side. We're going to do both ways. So just twist to one side. And then inhale, coming through center, and reach the palms up. And then twist towards the other side. And you can let your hands support that twist, lifting through your crown. And then coming back through center, reach the palms up. And again, hands come down to the heart. So we're going to find that same spot where we had before, where we were placing the fingers, only this time we're going to make fists and just press in to the side of the neck and pull the elbows out to the side. Perfect. I'm just going to press in a little bit there. Give a little massage maybe with the hands. Yeah. And relax the shoulder blades down. Now we're going to bring the massage, the sounding, and the stretch all together. So with our inhale, we'll just take a deep breath at center. And then with the exhale, you're going to hum and twist to one side. And then inhale through center. And exhale, twist and hum to the other side. And come back to center and then release. So you notice how when your mind is focusing on a movement and a sound and a stretch, like all the other thoughts just kind of flow out of the mind. And so you're very much present in your body and offering that nurturing energy back into your body. So we're going to play with a little bit more movement, incorporating the humming sound on our exhales as we work into a position called cat-cow. I'm going to show you where you're going to be, how you're going to be in the pose. It's hands and knees. So your hands come down under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. So you're looking straight down and you have a tabletop position. If that's supportive for you, you can come into that position now. If that ends up not being supportive, you can do this in a seated position as well. So let me know how that's feeling. Perfect. So we're first finding just a nice long spine as you look down between your thumbs and pull the crown of your head forward and guide your sitting bones back so you feel the length through the spine. And then the movement starts from the tailbone. Start to turn the tailbone up towards the sky. Let the chest drop forward and down and open through the front of the heart throat. So you're lifting through your chin. This is your cow position. And then you round the tailbone under and push up towards the sky with the center of the spine. Let your head drop and look towards your belly. This is our cat position. We inhale forward, cow, and then rounding the back into cat. Beautiful. So you're going to keep going with that. Inhale, fill your lungs as you come into cow. And then with your exhale, as you round your back, hum the exhale out. So rounding into your spine, let the exhale. Inhale to cow. Exhale, round into cat. And hum the exhale out. And see how much you can feel that reverberating up your spine, your own vibration, soothing your nervous system. Do one more breath, opening up. Exhale, humming out, really pressing and rounding through the spine. Beautiful. And then come into a tabletop position when you're ready. And then we're just going to take the hips and push them back towards the heels as far as they can go. And walk the hands forward so your chest comes down towards your thighs. And this is a position called child's pose. Your hips reach back towards the heels and the palms stretch forward. And the forehead melts towards the ground, so you're bringing the head down. Beautiful. And just feel that stretch through your back. Take another deep inhale. And we're going to come all the way down onto the belly from here. We're going to come all the way down onto the belly and bring palm over palm to rest your forehead down on your hands. And just let your body rest there for a moment on your belly. Feel your breath as you press the belly towards the ground. Open through the ribs, back of the body, side body. Taking in the deepest breath you can. And exhale one more time, letting the breath go through a humming vibration. Maybe you feel that vibration up into the forehead, relaxing down the jaw, down the sides of the neck. down through the trunk of the body, all the way down to the feet and the toes. And then if you're comfortable staying belly down, you can stay on the belly. If you'd like to roll over onto your back, if it's comfortable to stay laying down, rolling onto the back, you can always bend the knees and place the feet on the ground and let the inner knees come together. Find a comfortable place to lie down. So if it's more comfortable to be on your side, that's okay too. Just finding a place where the body can relax for a moment and allow the ground to support your body. Take a deep breath in, slow, mindful breath. Exhale, feel the breath release. And just as we did at the beginning of our practice, notice now how you can count your inhale, pausing at the top, and count the length of the exhale. And notice if it's the same as before, or if perhaps the breath has been able to grow longer, deeper. Spend a few moments observing your body, the points of the body that connect you to the ground. Observing the count of the breath, the length and depth of the breath. And how just taking control of our breathing with conscious awareness around the flow of our breath, the length of our breath, can directly affect the nervous system, the heart rate. Our breath is something we can take with us anywhere. Our breath is always available to us. So the power of the breath to help relax the body and help soothe the body, and heal the body is so vital. And the more we practice, the more we utilize more of our lungs. Because in our day-to-day, we usually aren't thinking about the breath. It's one of those systems that will happen on its own. But it's one of the only systems that we are able to override and take control of. So we have the power to hold the breath in for a bit. We have the ability to strengthen the lungs and stretch their capacity. Breathing deeper into the belly. And this has a direct effect on the well-being of our whole being, our whole body, our immune system, our digestive system, connection to our mind and body. And we can just allow the space to be with the breath and allow the mind to have a rest as well. Because in our day-to-day movement from moment to moment, the mind is doing a lot of processing, a lot of thinking, analyzing. So in these moments of stillness, these moments of deeper awareness of our breath, we can shift that part of the thinking mind and be more in the space of our own awareness. And let the mind chatter calm for a bit. And so thoughts may still come and go. It might still pass through the mind. We might still become distracted and forget to be aware of the breath. But that is part of the practice, is remembering, coming back, letting the breath slow down, and bringing our focus back to it. As we feel the energy of the breath come in through the nose and start to inflate the lungs, we can become more aware of the whole vessel and those points that might be feeling tense or clenching. or gripping. And we can offer the body the opportunity to soften, to relax, to find more ease as we slow down the exhales and become more aware of our bodies, of ourselves in each moment. So as you take the next few breaths, and you don't have to necessarily count the breath, but remain aware of it. Remain aware of the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. And if it helps to slow down and lengthen the out breath, come back to this humming in the mind, or humming out loud if you'd like. And feel this soothing vibration of your own vocal cords, inviting your body back into the parasympathetic, back into the space of rest and digest, calm, connection. Keeping this breath flowing, the intention of sending soothing, loving energy to every cell in your body. Taking a moment to thank yourself, thank your body. Thank yourself for setting aside this time to nourish and replenish yourself. To be connected to yourself. And if it feels resonant here, take a moment to wrap the arms around your chest. Give your heart, your torso, give yourself a loving hug of appreciation, gratitude. And then crossing the opposite arm on top, and give yourself another squeeze, deep hug of love, grace. And gently let that release. When you feel ready, you can find your way to a comfortable seat, taking your time. I wanted to leave us a little time before the close of our practice together to just open it up if you have any questions or anything you want to share.
That was very relaxing. Phyllis, what do you think?
Oh, it was great. And I particularly like it because I swim 3 times a week. And when I'm swimming, I do that kind of breathing. And I'm longer on the exhale because I blow and my exhale has increased and increased. But I can't swim every day. So now I know I have something I can do every day, even though I'm not in the water.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm grateful that you're able to, that you
Thank
have
you.
the space to swim, because I'm sure that is just increasing your breath capacity and that fluid movement. You could incorporate some of that in your, outside of the water. You could, lie on your back and just do different stretches with your arms up and down, or even laying on your belly or even seated and doing some of these kinds of flows with your breath, and exploring maybe the humming So you're still getting some of that stretch outside of the water and seeing how it feels different, maybe.
I'm going to play your play your thing again, and I can use it to do that over and over. Excellent.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Renee.
You're so welcome. So welcome. I might have ended us a little early.
Totally fine. Yeah, that was so relaxing. Thank you, Renee.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I just turned my video off because my desk is way taller.
No, no worries. No worries.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely have to use that practice. That's great. It's like a great way to like slow down. It's like so good for you.
Well, there's so many little things, you know, just to remind that's why I think the tactile also is just like even just remembering to kind of hold this area and put pressure here to it's like a instant reset and it just brings that space of mindfulness and also just the grounding of the arms and the weight of the arms and the pressure. It can be something that we, you know, can do and hold. And it's a practice that, you know, is not going to, you know, it's something you can take anywhere. It's something you can remember to do anywhere if you're kind of having that moment of feeling just like you need to ground into your body and just hold and press and release. Because we hold a lot in this region as well. And there's a lot of signals happening from the brain to the body. And if we have tension in this space, that can create some tension and blockage in that flow of energy and communication. So opening that up and relaxing that is a really vital practice for our overall well-being.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I look forward to more Thursdays.
Yay. Whoa. Well, oh, she popped off.
Okay, so thank you. You did wonderful. So
Thank you. I'll work on the timing next time. I didn't want to like not leave any time at the end because sometimes there's more like question and things and stuff. So
like I said, some days we'll have small groups, some days we might have 6 to 8, but yeah, it was wonderful.
My connection. I lost my connection.
No, we're just saying our goodbyes, but this was so wonderful. I was saying how I can't wait to see what we do on Thursdays. That was so relaxing.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, I can't.
Thank you so much. Yes. The fun fact about hugging yourself too, real quick. This is like if you hold yourself in a hug for 20 seconds or longer, it makes the body produce the same chemicals as when we hug another person. So when you hug and squeeze yourself and give yourself that, you're really boosting your body's serotonin and endorphins and all that. All those chemicals also are made in the gut. So we don't all necessarily think about that. I think a lot of times we think it's all up in the brain, but the gut is what supplies a lot of that. So when we have a healthy parasympathetic and we've got that deep, you know, alternate chemicals to the cortisol coming through the body, it really creates balance for our whole well-being. So that's another little gem.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing that. I'll tell my husband.
Yeah. And then let him go extra long with your hugs together.
Oh, great. You guys have a wonderful Thursday and a great rest of your week.